Hello and welcome to my channel, The Solar Scribe. I haven't been on for quite a while. I think it's well over 2 months now, because I've moved house and there's a lot of energy changes going on, and I just haven't been able to record. Before I get started, I just want to show you these beautiful pyramids that I bought too, from Todd Bryson. If I write that down, you'll find him on YouTube, and I have to say that his these pyramids are very, very powerful. The energy on them is very powerful. I can feel the electricity running through my hands when I pick them up. They're both orgonite, and I use one for my Akashic record readings. I use this one and this one for meditation, and they're just beautiful. So that's that. Right, let's get into the reading. Before I when I got asked to pull some numbers earlier, I was guided to pull some numbers earlier with some dice that I have, and I got 11, 11, 2, 33, 9, 16 and 60. Now I tied this in with the tarot cards, the numbers, and I got 60. There's 60 minutes in an hour, and then I got the 11th hour, because I hadn't noticed that there were two 11s there, but something's going to happen at the 11th hour. Because that's 33, that's 6, and because that's the 6, I've taken that as June. And I think these are dates. I think the 2nd, the 11th, sorry, the 2nd, the 9th, the 11th and the 16th are June. That's a tower moment. That's the Hermit going within on the 9th. And the number 2 is the High Priestess. So whatever has been hidden in this first week in June, on the 16th, this is going to come out. On the 9th, this is energy of trying to suppress it. And I'm talking globally here. I feel like this is a global thing. So on the 9th, and now I'm recording this on the 11th of June, so that's the other 11, and the 16th is on Friday, and that's the Tower moment. So something significant on Friday. As I say, it's just global, so I don't know whether it's UK, I'm in the UK, or whether it's further afield, and something happens at the 11th hour. Okay, so I just had to give that message. Right, let's see what the masters have to say first of all, and I won't even say what kind of reading I think this is going to be or how long it's going to be, because I really don't know. Let's do 3 cards. Oh, Gaia, so that's really important. Oh yeah, the water and the fire actually just reminded me. I'll talk to you about that. Yeah, Lady Portia, Divine Order, and yeah, the Violet Flame's been coming in really strongly. So if you feel guided to use the Violet Flame, then please do. I'm going to put these up there, and I'm going to pull one more. Right, so before I came on, the dolphins asked to be here, the dolphin energy. And I've lit a candle in the dolphin holder. Now, I'm aware that there's a lot of fire on the planet at the minute, so this energy is water. There's a lot of watery energy around. But I did get the Violet Flame, and I did get Saint Germain. I pulled Saint Germain earlier. And also we've got Amethyst, which is another violet colour. So I'm feeling like purple, violet is very important at the minute, with Lady Portia and Divine Order. Sorry, I'm just... Okay. So we've got Gaia's really important. These two. So we're in the month of June, and it's Gemini. So the two faces, be careful of things not being what they seem. Explore everything from a 360 vantage point if you can. So it's almost like having a bird's eye view from the top of a tree and being able to see everything, not just one side of something. That's the Gemini energy. And seeing, yeah, sacred vision. So choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. It's all about seeing the bigger picture as regarding Gaia. And we also get, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding, and that lesson is to do with the fires at the minute. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. Okay, so there's that grounding energy there as well. But definitely the violet flame I feel is really important. Okay. Yeah, psychic insight. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. So that's what that card is saying. What we're being told or what we're being shown, as in every individual and every walk of life and every situation, isn't necessarily what's happening, and just to be aware of that. So have that 360 vision, that third eye vision. I'm hearing that expression, eyes in the back of your head. Well, that's your third eye, because the back of the third eye chakra would be the back of your head. Okay. Right, let's see what Metatron wants to say about that. Okay, we've got 2 cards here. Right, yellow, joy and happiness, number 1. Now I did get the colour yellow earlier as I was doing my sprays. This is the Amanda Ellis deck. And Amanda Ellis, I think it's called Celestial Colours or something. They do sprays, and I have the joy one, the yellow one, and I was called to spray it on myself earlier. Well, around me, around my aura. Okay, so to stay in our joy, be joyful, which is very difficult when there's lots of chaos going on, but that's what we're being asked to do. Okay, and then the next one we've got is Kundalini, untapped energy, 35. So this fire energy, as you know, Kundalini can be known as fire energy. It's coming from the ground up, and we have the fire here. So it's looking like these fires are igniting a lot of people awakening with the Kundalini energy. Okay. I did pull 2 messages. A sec. From the box of messages that I have, and one's abundance and one's fulfillment. So no doubt they'll tie in somewhere. Just let me. I don't know the name of these. They're altar cards, but I don't know what the name is. Okay. Divine fruit. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. So I'm drawn to this card again because the yellow signifies the sun. And I'm also drawn to this Kundalini energy. That could almost be an extension of that, couldn't it, with the colours? So this Kundalini energy here, this sacral, this root and sacral, I'm feeling it's the bottom 2 chakras, and the earth star chakra, that's the main one. And divine fruit. So we would class having an abundance of fruit is a good thing. So it's looking like the abundance, which is the root chakra, which is safety and security. It's looking like that ties in with that. Okay. Right, move that out of the way. I'm going to pull an animal. Let's find what animal guide we're going to get. So again, violet flame, fire and the water. The two elements are coming together very, very strongly. The mammoth. Primal instinct. Okay. So we've looked at going off your intuition. Nothing is what it seems. The mammoth is a very primal being. This ancient spirit is linking you with your primeval awareness and strength. We all have potent forces within us that are ready to be activated. Fear, sex, survival, and the power of imagination. Channel these forces in a constructive and balanced way and they could lead you to great pleasure. So again, all of these are root chakra. Fear, sex, survival, power of the imagination is the sacral. Again, it's focusing on the red and the orange. And red and orange are normally the colours that we find in fire. Right, let's pull a violet flame card. Oops. Let's see where this takes us. Apologies if the sun's shining quite brightly on the cards. It's actually been sunny in the UK for the last 2 weeks, which is very unusual for us. It's actually summer here. Okay, cleansing. So again, water. Let things wash over you. What is going on does not concern you. Do not take things personally. Any judgment or criticism from others is just like the bubbles and froth in this image. It has no substance. Send violet light to those who may causing upset. They may be just lashing out from their own insecurity and frustration. If you are feeling critical of others, recognize where it comes from and cleanse yourself. Are you overanalyzing a situation? Do you keep turning things over in your mind? This card urges you to cleanse your thoughts, let go of them and wash them away. Know your own integrity and your own worth and keep light-hearted in all matters. So again, the water is really important and the violet flame for cleansing. I've noticed that people are saying that there are lots of kind of colliding energies at the minute where people are feeling very pissed off. I'm just going to say it. They're very angry about a lot of things, and it's coming out as anger. So it's good to use water as a way to cleanse and also to combat that energy. And I'm pretty sure, I know that you know, when there are big crowds gathering and they get very angry, the water, they bring out water hose pipes to hose everybody down. It actually calms people down and animals as well. Speaking of water, this guy wanted to come through. Dr. Masaru Emoto, these are his cards. So he wants me to choose 2. So it's water to quell the fire. And that fire is okay when it's root chakra, sacral, earth star chakra. It's when it starts to get out of control and you get this energy of anger and frustration. Okay, let's choose 2. There. Okay, yeah, so we've got, these are the photographs of the water crystals that he took. That one's happiness and that one's harmony. So that's the 2 H's, which in numerology, H is an 8, so that's a double 8. So that is actually the abundance as well. Harmony and happiness. So it is possible to have that within what's happening at the minute. You know, we really have to look at happiness and harmony mean to us as people. Apologies for the dog. There's the place that I've moved to, they have a dog. Okay, so in terms of, let's pull a door and see. Just one sec. So Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. So to me, this is about looking within and finding our lost gifts, because we're going to need them in the next few months as things come along, and we're just being bombarded with the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So let me just pull the next one. Okay, so this one's a gateway. It's by Carol Gray. 2 for this. Oh, they were very quick. So we've got higher heart and Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. So that's what's happening. And we're going from these earthly root sacral chakras up the ladder, but obviously that takes, well, there is no time, but it is taking time in a linear fashion. And then higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. That's what's happening at the minute, and that to me can look like fire. That's the same colours as what would be fire through the sun. Okay. Alright, we've got the Akashic Tarot. 3 from this. We've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got number 11. So I did say that's today, and at the 11th hour is something to do with the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant to me means something inside. We are the Ark of the Covenant. It's something within us. And if you look here, we've got more fire. So that's telling me that something, this fire at the 11th hour, something is going to happen. And I, you know, it is on the 16th, which is the Tower moment. So we have the 7 of Roses, and we also have the 7 of Keys. So we've got 2 7s there. We had 2 11s before. We start off on the journey, and then we get to the mountaintop. So the 7th chakra in my system, because I do it slightly different, is the Alta Major chakra. So you may want to work with the Alta Major chakra, which is the base of the skull, at the back of the skull. I feel that's quite important. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And then we're going to have, oh yeah, the dragons wanted to come through. So I'm going to pull a dragon card, which is there. And let me see, apologies for the dog again. I'm sure they'll be back in a minute. It's the kind of dog that doesn't want to be left on its own at all, ever. Okay, right, so we've got Sunshine Yellow Dragon, helps you to help animals. So the bees especially are going to be struggling in the fires. Any flying insects, animals. So helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect and understand them. Okay. Then we've got Pure White Dragon from Orion, transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So that is basically that, your Merkaba. Okay. And then we've got Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda. Prepares all your chakras to embody higher love. Accept and radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. So that's where the higher heart comes in, with the pink. So the higher heart's being worked on at the minute from, and the Andromedans are helping with that. So, right, as I say, I don't always pull tarot cards, but I am going to pull a tarot card for this reading. Oh, they're asking me to pull 3. Okay. 3 cards, please. I think they may be upside down. Okay, these are quite hard to shuffle. They're a new deck. And they're kind of quite stuck together. I'm not very good at the shuffling thing that they do on camera, where they just part them and shuffle them really quickly. Okay, so, and then one more. Now, I don't usually read reversed, but I'm going to have a look at what that is. Okay, so we've got Mercury of Starry Water, Alchemy of the 8 of Cups, so that's walking away from something. And again, we've got the water. I don't know where Mercury is at this time as a planet, Mercury the planet. Turning Birds, number 12, Alchemy of the Hanged Man. That's really interesting because it's the 12th tomorrow, and we've had flight as well. Turning Birds, so it looks like something's turning in flight. I would watch out if you do watch the media, watch out for that. Right, this one was reversed, so it's a Red King 17, Alchemy of the Star. Now that's interesting that it was upside down, because it's almost like the star is normally in the sky and now it's actually on the ground. The stars are on the ground, so that tells me the star seeds, you know, if you want to label yourself as that, it's the boots on the ground, the star seeds on the ground that are doing the work. Okay. Right, so before I go, I'm going to do my usual gold playing cards. These are just normal playing cards. And I take the number of the day, which today in the UK is the 11th. So add all the digits together and you get 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so what I do then, I'll just make sure because I think there might be 16 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 16, but that is the Tower. That's for Friday. So that's what's come out, so that's what I'm going to work with. We also have Fulfillment, and I'm being guided to say that isn't happening yet. So we'll put that to one side and let's see what we get. Now I normally pull, if I get a joker, I pull an extra card. And the King, so that would mean a 17, which is the stars that we were talking about. Okay, so as you can see here, these represent the chakras, and we've got the 3 and the 5 missing. So that would be the sacral in my system and the higher heart. So they're the 2 chakras to work with. We've also got the 6, 7 and 9 missing. So the 6 is the throat. The 7 is the altar major, which I've already talked about. And the 9 is the crown chakra, which is the Merkaba, which is the ascension energy. So all of those chakras you may wish to work with. We've got the golden ticket, which I call this the Willy Wonka's golden ticket. That's the unexpected, expect the unexpected, and we don't know what that is. We've got the Joker, so again, have more fun and play if you can. And then we've got 2 of each, so we've got 2 kings, 2 queens and 2 jacks. So that to me is balance. That's the balance of the masculine and feminine, and it's also the balance between the younger and the older. So yeah, that's good. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. It was really short, I know. I just needed to do a quick one and get the information out there. So Friday the 16th, something's happening. It's a tower moment. We've got the fire and we've got the water. We've got the violet flame and the chakras that you may want to work with at this time for harmony and happiness. We've got look after the animals. We've got divine fruit that's coming through the higher heart chakra. It's an ascension, and it's a climb up the mountain to get there, but we're doing it. These are through the 7 chakras, so through that Kundalini spinal column. Okay, so that's the 7 chakras. We know there's a lot more, but 7 are the major ones. And then we've got a turning point. We've got turning birds. So it would be something to do with a flock of birds are on their way somewhere and they turn and they go somewhere else. So it's almost like the magnetics are off. They're being misdirected because they follow a certain path. The birds in flight when they want to get to somewhere, but it's almost like they are being redirected. The magnetics, there's something going on there. Now that's tomorrow, that's the 12th. Okay, so thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.